Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our lesson today. Remember, we have been doing profit and loss, or percentage profit and percentage loss. Here there's a question in connection to that. Wanja told Wanja bought a basket containing 60 tomatoes for shilling 16. Then you are told she sold them in piles of 5 at shillings 2 per pile. What was her percentage profit? What was her percentage profit? So you are told bought, that's the buying price, containing 60 tomatoes for shilling 16. So the buying price is shilling 16. 4 we don't multiply, but if they will have said at, we'll have multiplied. She sold them in piles of 5 at shillings 2 per pile. So we don't have the number of piles. We must get the number of piles. So you are told she sold them, that is the selling price, in piles of 5. So there were 60 tomatoes. There were 60 tomatoes. So how many piles are here? So he said he sold them in piles of 5. He grouped them in piles of 5. So to get the number of piles from here, we divide. So we divide it by 5, the number of piles. By 5, 1, by 5, we have 12. So we have 12 piles. So we have 12 piles. Then you are told he sold them in piles of 5 at shillings 2 per pile. Per pile, one group of pile is shillings 2, and there were 12 piles. What do we do now? Times 2, so which is equal to 24 shillings. So this is now the selling price. Now to get the percentage profit, we must get the profit first. How do we get the profit? Profit is equal to, we said, profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Selling price, which is shillings 24, minus buying price, which is shillings 16, which is equal to, you will get 24 minus 16, you will get shillings 8. This is now the profit, but they don't want the profit. What they want is the percentage profit. So percentage profit is equal to profit. So percentage profit is equal to profit times 100 over the buying price. That is how we get percentage profit. We learned that one. So profit, which is 8, times 100 over buying price, which is 16. So by 8, 1, by 8, 2, by 2, 1, by 2, 50, which is equal to 50%. That is the percentage profit. This is the percentage profit now. It's also very common in exams. You are told Wanja bought a basket containing 60 tomatoes. There are 60 tomatoes for shilling 16. Bought buying price for shilling 16 is there. She sold them, selling price, sold. A piles of 5 at shillings 2 per pile. But we don't have the number of piles we must get. To get the number of piles, you say the number of tomatoes divided by the number of piles here. Piles of 5, group of piles. So you say 60 divided by 5 piles. You group them into 5 groups. So how many groups of 5 are there in 60? That's what they are saying. In piles of 5. Yani how many groups of 5 group of 5 of tomatoes are there in 60 tomatoes divided by 5 to get the number of piles. So 60 divided by 5, you will get 12. These are the number of piles. So the number of piles, 5 piles that are there are 12. So at shillings 2 per pile, he sold them at shillings 2 per pile. So there were 12 piles times 2 now. Now shillings 24. That is the selling price now. Profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Selling price, which is 24 minus 16, you get 8. That is the profit. Percentage profit now is equal to profit times 100 over buying price. Profit, which is 8, times 100 over buying price 16. By 8, 1, by 8, 2, by 2, 1, by 2, 50. 50%. That's how we get that question. Abdi bought a camera. There's another question here. Abdi bought a camera. Abdi bought a camera and later sold it for shillings 3,600 and later sold it for shillings 3,600 and later sold it for shillings 3,600, making a loss of 30%. Making a loss of 30%. Making a loss of 30%. Then you are told now what price had he bought the camera? 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 That is what they are asking. Yes. Abdi bought a camera. He bought a camera and later sold it, but we don't know the buying price. They said he bought it. And he later sold it for shillings 3,600. But we don't know the buying price. He bought it and later sold it for shillings 3,600, making a loss. Making a loss means alibata hasara, 30%, making a loss of 30%. The question is asking, what price had he bought the camera? So what they're asking is the buying price. I said the other day, what was the buying price? What was the price? What was the cost price? What was the price? What was the buying price? So what price? That means the buying price. Then had he bought? Bought means the past tense of buy. So what they're asking is the buying price. And I said earlier, buying price we said is always 100%. That's what I said. What was the price? 100%. So buying price is 100%. So now you are told a loss of 30%. Loss of 30%. I said earlier loss, you subtract, profit we add. So loss we say now 100% minus 30%. Minus 30% you will get 70%. So this 70% now is after he sold them is when he made this loss. So this is the selling price. Buying price is 100% now. So now after he sold them, so he sold them he sold them for shillings 3,600. Making a loss, he made a loss of 30%, which is 70%. So they're asking now buying price. What was the price? That always say is 100%. Ask yourself, what about 100%? So buying price 100%. Cross multiply. So 3,600, that is shillings, multiplied by 100 over 70. Cancel, cancel. Then now we divide now. So you say 3,600 divided by 7. 3,600 divided by 7. Sorry, it's not 36, it's 63. 63. 6,300. It is 6,300. It is 6,300. So cancel, cancel. By 7, 1 by 7 is 900. 900 times 10, you will get shillings 9,000. Shillings 9,000. That is how we get the buying price. I am repeating. You are told Abdi bought a camera. He bought the camera. We don't know the buying price. And later sold it for shillings 6,300. 6,300. That's the selling price. Making a loss of 30%. What price had he bought the camera? What price? What is the buying price? That's what they're asking. What price? If you hear what price, what was the cost price, what was the buying price, is always 100%. So we don't have the buying price now, and the buying price is always 100%. So he made a loss of 30%. You subtract 100% minus 30%, that is 70%. So now, and that is the selling price. After selling the camera for shillings 6,300, he made a loss of 30%, which is 70%. They're asking now what was the buying price before, what was the price, what about 100%, cross multiply. 6,300 times 100 divided by 70, cancel, cancel, by 7, 1 by 7, 900. 900 times 10, shillings 9,000. That's how we get. we now go to bills now. We go to now bills. So those are the two questions which were remaining for profit. We introduce now bills. Now the connection of this topic. We go to now bills. We go to now bills. Bills is where when you want to buy something, you organize your plan for what you want to buy. So you plan for the bill. So bills now is very easy. Also, we shall be doing some few questions. So in bills, there's a question here. You are told Ninja bought the following items from shop. Ninja bought the following items. Ninja bought the following items from the shop. Ninja bought the following items from the shop. 2 loaves of bread, each shillings 22. 2 loaves of bread, each shillings 22. A half kg of meat. A half kg of meat, each shillings 120 per kg. At shillings 120 per kg. At shillings 120 per kg. 2 packets of unga for shillings 100. 2 packets of unga for shillings 100. For shillings 100. 3 buckets of tea leaves at shillings 120. 3 packets of tea leaves. 3 buckets of tea leaves at shillings 120, at shillings 20. Then they said, what was Ninja's bill? Yes. Let us see. Ninja bought the following items from a shop. 2 loaves of bread, each shillings 22. We multiply now. So we have bread here. Bread, 2 loaves of bread. 2 times 22, you will get shillings 44. So they bought 2 loaves of bread, each shillings 44. Each and that we multiply. 4 we don't multiply. A half kg of meat at shillings 120 per kg. Meat. A half kg of meat at shillings 120 per kg times 120. So you will get here by 2, 1 by 2, 60. So it is shillings 60 per kg. So if a half is 120, 1 kg will be 60. 2 buckets of unga for shillings 100. Unga for shillings 100. That one we don't multiply 4. That we multiply, but 4 we don't multiply for shillings. 3 buckets of tea leaves. 3 buckets of tea leaves. So we have tea leaves. 3 buckets now at shillings 20 times 20. That is shillings 60. Now, what was her bill now? What do we do now? We add. We only add. So we say 44, shillings 44, plus 60, plus shillings 60, plus shillings 100, plus shillings 60. So what do we get now? So here is 104. 104 plus 100, 204. 204 plus 60. You get 264. So here is shillings 264. That is the bill. That was questionnaire. That was questionnaire. Questionnaire. So let us see question B now. Let us see question B. So it is 264. You are told if she gave, if he gave shillings 2,500 to the shopkeeper, what balance did he get? Yes. What balance did he get? So the bill was 264. He was told bring this money after purchasing these items. So then he gave the shopkeeper now 2,500s. This is where the problem is, and examiners normally use this one. So shillings 2,500 means 2 times 500. 2 500s, 500, 500. That is 1,000. So he gave the shopkeeper 2,500s. 500 in Billy. He gave the shopkeeper 2,500. 2,500 means 1,000. So you say 2 times 500. 2,500 is shillings 1,000. He gave the shopkeeper shillings 2,500. He gave the shopkeeper shillings 1,000 now. What balance did he get now? He was told to bring this one, and he gave the shopkeeper this now. What was the balance? Change. What was the change? So you subtract. You only subtract. You say 1,000. Shillings 1,000 he gave to the shopkeeper minus the bill, which is 264. So let us subtract it now. So we say 1,000 minus 264. Here you get 6. Here remains with 3. Here remains with 7. So the bill is shillings. The balance is shillings 3,736. That is the balance now. Very common in exam. So I'm repeating. You are told the bill we have added became 264. He gave the shopkeeper shillings 2,500s. 2,500s means 2,500s you multiply. If they say 3,500s, you multiply 3 times 500. 2,500s, 3,500 you multiply 2,500. 2 times 500. 3,500 you say 3 times 500. So the balance now, he gave the shopkeeper 1,000. The item, the price of the item, shillings 264. So the price of the items now is subtracted now what he gives to the shopkeeper now. 1,000 minus 264, you will get shillings 736. That is how we do. We'll go to now another question. Nyariki bought the following farm tools. Nyariki bought the following farm tools. Nyariki bought the following farm tools: 3 jembes at 250, 3 jembes 250, 5 bangers, 5 bangers at 150, at shillings 150, 2 spades at shillings 165, 1 wheelbarrow at shillings 2,500. At shillings 2,500, and a hammer at shillings 320. At shillings 320, a hammer at shillings 320. Shillings 320. So they said now what you are told now. What balance did he get from shillings 5,000? What balance did he get from shillings 5,000? So let us see now. you are told he bought the following: three jembes at 250. So jembes, 3 times 250, you will get 750. You'll get 750. 5 bangas at shillings 150. Bangas, they said 5 bangas. 5 times 150. At we multiply, that is 150 times 5, 0, 25 carry 2, 6, 750. Then you are told 2 spades at shillings spades. 2 times at 165. So we multiply 165 times 2, 10 carry 1, 12 plus 1, 13 carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So you'll get 330. 1 wheelbarrow, 1 wheelbarrow 1 times at shillings 2, 500. So you will get shillings 2, 500. And the hammer at shillings. A hammer means 1 hammer. 1 hammer times 320 at we multiply. So you will get shillings 320. Now let us add now the bill we add. So let us add now. You get 750 shillings 750 plus shillings 750 plus shillings 330 plus shillings 2,500 plus shillings 320. We add now. So let us add now. 750 plus 750, 0, 0, 15 plus 330, 0, 3, 8, 1 plus 2,500, 0, 3, 3, 4 plus 320, 0, 5, 6, 4. So it is shillings 4,650. That is the price used to buy for the items. Now you are told what balance will he get from shillings 5,000. He paid shillings 5,000 to the shopkeeper. Now what balance will he get? What do we do now? Balance we subtract now. We say 5,000 to get the balance. To get the balance, we say shillings 5,000 minus shillings 4,650. So let us subtract now. 5,000 minus 4,650, 0, 5. Here remains with 9. That is 350. So you'll get shillings 300, shillings 300, shillings 350. That is the balance you will get. Now, you are told he bought the items, the following items: 3 jembes at shillings 250. 3 times 250, 750. 5 bangas, shillings 150 at shillings 150. 150 times 5, you will get also 750. 25, 2 spades, you will get, you say 2 spades at shillings 165. 2 times 165, you will get 330. 1 wheelbarrow, 1 times 2,500, 2,500. And a hammer, 1 hammer, article A. 1 hammer, a hammer at shillings 32, 320. 320 times 1, you will get 320. Then what you do now, you add all of them. After adding all of them, then you will get a total of shillings 4,650. What balance will he get if he gave the shopkeeper shillings 5,000? 5,000 minus 4,650. So that was question A. So we go to now question B, the last one. We go to now question B. So that is the balance now. Question B: how much will he add to the shopkeeper? In order to get a balance, how much will he add to the shopkeeper in order to get a balance of 400 of shillings 400. This question I have added because it is very necessary to know it. It's very common in examination, especially in JASMA and Target exams, though the books are not writing. So you are told, sometimes they will tell you how much will he add to the shopkeeper. Remember, the balance was 350. The balance was 350. Then now, how much will he add to the shopkeeper so that he will get 400? So he gave the shopkeeper 4,650. Then he was given a balance of, after giving, he gave the shopkeeper 5,000, and the bill was 4,650. Then he was given a balance of 350. You are told how much will he add to the shopkeeper so that he gets 400 from the shopkeeper. How much will he add here so that he will get a balance of 400? What you do now to get a balance of 400, you will say the balance of 400 he was supposed to get minus the balance he was supposed to get from the shopkeeper. You subtract. Now he will add shillings 50. He will add shillings 50. This one is very easy. So he was supposed to get 350. How much will you add to the shopkeeper so that you will get 400? You add another 50. So what do you do? 400 minus your balance. And now what you are supposed to get was 400 minus the balance he gave you. That is 350. For example, you gave the shopkeeper shillings. He gave you shillings 15. Then now to get a balance of 20 now. How much will I add to the shopkeeper? He gave me a balance of this. In order for me to get 20, how much will I add here so that I will get 20? I will add shillings 5 here so that I will get a balance of 20. You say 20 minus 15, you will get a balance of 5. That is the same thing. It's very common in examination. So for today, I shall stop it there. Thank you very much.